Hey everybody, right, I am sculpting a design today and I'm using, for the nude colour, it is Sugared Almond Shimmer from Glitterbels, and the glitter, the raw glitter that I'm going to be using is from Glitterati. And what's it called, Ted? Can you remember?
No.
Was it Peachy?
Peachy Bum?
Peachy what?
Peachy Bum.
Peachy Bum.
Yeah.
Does that make you laugh?
Yeah.
Because it says bum.
Yeah.
It is quite funny. But it's also really pretty, isn't it, Ted?
Yeah.
Is it twinkly? It's quite an iridescent glitter. Right, so you're going to watch me sculpt. It's a pretty long ballerina shape nail today that I'm going to do. But the main thing is I'm using these new Kirsty Meakin forms. I usually use the CJP one. Basically, I just saw them and I thought, oh God, they've got a pretty skull face on them and a rose, and oh my God, they look so fancy. So that's why I just thought they would look pretty. So I thought I would give them a whirl. They were £4 for a trial size.
Peachy Bum.
Peachy Bum, you've got to get over it, Ted. So I spent the £4 because in the past I have invested in other ones which said that they would do, like Kirsty has got like a perforated halfway down, so there's a perforated line so you can tear it off, so you can have shorter forms or you can have the extreme length forms. There's also a perforated line for if somebody's got like a high hypernychium that you can pull out, and I like that idea, but in the past when I've tried it with other brands it just hasn't worked. The material's been too hard and they've opened or they've just ripped, but I really like them. And you know what I'm like, I'm not just going to blow smoke up anybody's beep if Ted's with me, hence the beep, if I don't truly believe in something. So I really do like these. I don't think even Becky would go to as long as this form, but it's good to have that there if you ever did want to.
Can she hear you?
Well, they will hear me once I post it to the internet, but we just have to talk to begin with. We just sound like crazy people. So yeah, so this was my first go of using this Kirsty Meakin's forms, and yeah, I really did like it. So let's talk nails. I am using this Sugared Almond Shimmer to do a full nail, and then I've just dipped into the glass slippers, picking up a little teeny eye bogey amount of clear acrylic and dipping it into the raw Peachy Bum. And then I'm popping at the cuticle and feathering it down. Just the tiny... Yeah, if you want. You got anything? Can you discuss what we're talking about the nail?
Hello.
That's not any help to anybody. So yeah, so I'm just picking up very small wet beads of clear acrylic, dipping it into raw glitter and popping it into place. This one will be a full nail of Sugared Almond Shimmer, because we're going to do a crystal nail on this one. So it's going to be full of Swarovskis, which are from Blue Street Crystals. And yeah, so we didn't want anything else going on with this nail because the crystals, they will do all the talking. Nothing else will be needed. So this one doesn't need to be capped. Obviously, the ones with the glitter, they do need to be capped with a clear acrylic, because otherwise I will file away all my glitter when it comes to the filing part. But this one is a core acrylic. As long as I build my structure and my apex, everything's strong and correct, then it doesn't need any strength from any clear acrylic. And I know it's got the shimmer in it, but it doesn't affect it when you file it, so it doesn't need to be encapsulated at all. Now, I prefer to put my apex in the back third of the nail. I used to place it more in the centre at the stress points, but I believe, to my eye, I find it a much more a pleasing look. I like it in the back of the nail. So you'll watch me now. I place it on the nail, hold, I've sped it up, so I'm going to be able to hold it, let it start to polymerize, comes off my brush much more easier that way. Instead of just trying to slap the product straight on, expecting it to leave the brush, let it start to polymerize. I tap, wipe down the side, tap, wipe down the side. Ted's zooming around the kitchen on a bike now. This is very helpful. So yeah, so that was my full nail. I leave it more in the back of it. You'll see when I encapsulate how I do it as well. So here I'm just building the free edge of this extension, and it will have that peachy bum glitter ombre on it as well. So this has got to be so super thin, because you've got to think I've got to have a base, a glitter, and encapsulate it and keep it really, really thin. So you can see the form underneath it. It's just very, very thin. Just getting that ballerina shape. I try and shape most of the nail with the brush, saves me time, than rather doing it with the file. The file is there to dig me out of a hole if I do have a little, I really want to swear, but I can't because the child is present. If I have a little F up, then the file is there to save me. But really, I don't want to rely on it because it takes so much time. So I rely more on my brush and make sure that I get that shape. And I probably, I'm funny about with it, trying to make sure that my shape is perfect with the brush. But it does save you time. So now I'll be going into some clear acrylic and dabbing it into raw and just ombreing this glitter down the nail. That's a beautiful song, Teddy. What are you singing? It's very beautiful. Very, very nice. So yeah, so we're going to pull this down to a nice ombre and then encapsulate the rest of the nails in glass slippers from Glitterbels. You see, I'm just going tap, 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 and then wiping it down. I try not to overwork this acrylic too much. The more you pat it and poke it and play with it, the more bubbles that you will pump into that acrylic, and it will lose its clarity. It won't be so crystal clear as you would have hoped. So I tried to leave it quite wet, pick up a large bead, and let it just fall down the nail. You'll see it again in a moment. So finally I'm going to encapsulate this nail in clear acrylic, placing a large wet bead at the cuticle, holding it, then tap, 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 wiping down the nail. Trying not to overwork it, it's just there to protect the glitter for when I file. Oh my God, Teddy's just smashed his Lego, I've got to go. Never a boring video, eh? You know what I mean? Like, I've just had to remake a Lego car during this. Anyway, thank you for listening and watching and subscribing. I am so pleased and happy. I hit 9,000 followers, so again, thank you everybody. I will continue to try and get more videos up for you. Like, geez Louise, I just got 2 videos in under a week. I don't know what's happening, but we can't knock it. But thank you everybody. I'll see you again soon.